Kaiju no Kami here at Colorado Anime Fest 2023 with
the Nebula.
And we are interviewing
Jonah Scott. Hi guys.
For those who might not know what you do, what do you do?
I am a voice actor for video games and anime as well as a VTuber. I voice Legoshi in Beastars, Tatsu in Way of the House Husband, and recently I voiced Upper Moon 1 Kokushibo in Demon Slayer. So, and I'm also a VTuber. I VTube on Twitch, twitch.tv/alphaaniki. I'm the best big brother you've never had.
So you voice Tashishi. He gets called a house husband by his wife all the time. A house husband by his wife.
Yeah, because it's until this year I was a substitute teacher.
Okay.
And then I split my time between substitute teaching and the YouTube channel.
Right.
So she just put down Way the House Husband one day, and I'm like, I'm feeling very triggered right now. So it was like an ongoing joke. And then when I got my, this is my first year with the full-time teaching position, she's like, well, you're not exactly a house husband, but still close enough.
Oh, close enough is fine, especially when you're being compared to Tatsu.
And then when they had announced that you were coming, she's like, oh, he's in Way of the House Husband. I'm like, oh, great.
And all I could think of, Shiba Inu, Shiba Inu, Shiba Inu.
Yeah.
I have a Shiba Inu sticker, and I have several of his aprons at home, just because people keep giving them to me. And, and I'm just going to hang them up, I cook. Sometimes I need an apron.
Well, there's a cosplayer going around as Tatsu, and
there are several, yeah.
I made that comment to him. He's like, why would you be triggered from it? I'm like, okay, it was a joke. It was a joke. But what is the difference between being a VTuber and a YouTuber?
Being a VTuber, you see, I have a special case because most VTubers are, they praise and keep secrets a lot of their identity. They enjoy the anonymity. And I am not anonymity.
You're like Kason. You actually have yourself out there.
Yeah, I have myself out there. I have my face out there. I shake hands. People know what I look like. I try and keep them separated, but I make it so that if you care enough, you can click through enough and figure out who I am, and I'm not trying to keep it any sort of secret. Because in my opinion, if you're a voice actor who has been involved in a lot of like prominent properties, and you have your voice out there in dubbed anime or in like Western video games or something like that, people will be able to hear it and then at least guess it's you, and then the guess will start to snowball and people will be like, well, there's no way it's got to be this guy, right? So I decided to head him off at the pass and just kind of let people know who I am.
Be very open about it, because you knew going to convention it was going to happen.
And not only that, but it's also a wonderful way to express myself in a way that I don't get to at conventions and in anime, because I'm playing somebody else's character. I get to play my own character, and they have their own world and things they like to do, their own hobbies, likes and dislikes that I have given them, loosely inspired by myself, of course. But yeah, it's so much more fun. And I was doing YouTuber stuff for a while, but the content starts to run dry, and you start to become monotonous, and you do the same kind of content over and over again, and I didn't really enjoy that. Like I used to do an anime voice actor. I didn't use my name, anime voice actor, because the algorithm chews that up. Anime voice actor reads your thirst tweets, and I would go on Twitter and I would read people's thirst tweets about my character. But after a while, it's just like, you're poking a dog with a stick, roll over, come on, do something else, do something different. And not only that, but the way that my job is, it's a lot of time sucked up, not just for auditioning, but for going to studios, and then you have to set up cameras, and you have to film, and then you have to make sure the audio is good, and then you have to hire an editor if you can't edit it yourself. So that's a lot of issue. But as a VTuber, it becomes much more simple, because you always look good, you're always perfect. It doesn't every angle is great. You don't have to wear makeup or anything like that. The lighting is always good. The sound is always good because you're talking directly into a microphone. It's already kind of edited and animated because the VTuber moves around. As you move around, it tracks your facial expressions and things like that. So you basically just have to turn on a camera and then just record yourself if you want to do content. Streaming is the same way. You just turn on the camera and go for it. It's not even like, and what I really enjoy about it above streaming is that I don't have to care too much about what I look like. I don't have to wear makeup. I don't have to set up lights. I don't have to make sure that I'm in frame all the time. I don't have to keep adjusting the camera. I can just enjoy it and just have fun streaming rather than, just not engaging and neglecting the chat because I'm worried about how I look and things like that. So VTubing has a lot of benefits.
And with that too, you get into the persona of a character as a VTuber and then are able to express creative things that you've come up with yourself and then put it out to the public.
Yeah, exactly. I'm making a 100-page graphic novel about my VTuber. I've written it out in a screenplay form, and I'm sitting down with one of the best artists that I know, and then their team of artists that they have, and we're making a Western-style graphic novel, loosely inspired by manga, but it is a Western-style graphic novel, and I'm very excited for it because we're doing it. It's happening. It's going to be huge. Hopefully, we'll have it in bookstores and things like that.
If there were any character that was from a show that was pre-recorded that you could voice now, who would it be?
This may be a little bit on topic, but in Trigun, I really want to voice Wolfwood in some way. David Matranga does an amazing job, and he sounds great. But I'd like to give a crack at it in some way. Maybe a younger Wolfwood, who knows?
So for people that are just have the notion they can go in and become an indie VTuber, what advice would you give somebody first before they even try to dip their toes into that?
Do it for fun. Do it for fun. Don't try and become a celebrity through VTubing because, even celebrities aren't becoming celebrities through VTubing. You got to use it as a way to express your creativity, use it as a way to engage with your friend group, use it as a way to find more friends because the VTubing community is incredibly welcoming, very kind, and aggressively welcoming even in some cases. And it's good because there's a lot of people that have social anxiety and it's hard for them to engage with a group of people that they look up to. So if you have a community that's like, come play with us, rather than can you knocking on the door and can this VTuber come out to play, rather than you trying to do the gross hard work of networking in a VTuber fandom or anything like that. They're so much more kind than a lot of other fandoms that I've noticed, and it just lets people who have that anxiety relax and wait for somebody to come and say hi, because it's gonna happen. Everybody wants to it's like trading Pokemon cards. What do you got? Let me see, what's your thing? What is your VTuber's thing? What do they like? What are their favorite hobbies? It's like learning something about a new friend, but you're learning about not only the character that they are portraying, you're learning about them as a person too, because VTubers are a vague facsimile of the person who is behind them in some way. Have something in common with them because they made them. But I would recommend doing it for fun first, and then if people start to come, if you have a couple of good collabs and you've got some people who are coming to your stream just for you, then you can just start. Maybe you can start a business up, but stream for fun. That's how I started, and I eventually started begging for pizza because I couldn't afford to live at certain points of my voice acting career. But Twitch is a community, and it is very community driven, and I didn't realize that until about 2 years ago. But foster your community, develop friends, and stream for fun.
Awesome advice, sir.
So what type of hobbies do you like to do outside of VTubing?
I went to culinary school for a year.
Oh,
so
wow.
I
have a culinary degree.
Oh, do you? From where?
Out here, I ended up getting it at a place called Warren Tech, which is just a small little 2-year school, and then went there, got into the grocery industry, unfortunately, and never have left.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I went to the University of Cincinnati for a year, and I didn't really, because a lot of it was I learned that making a restaurant is one of the most dangerous investments that you can make, because most restaurants fail.
If you don't make a profit within the first 2 years, you're done.
Yeah, you're done. So that's when I was just like, I'm going to take these skills that they're giving me, and I'm going to take it as a year of just gaining skills in cooking and French techniques and Italian techniques and Japanese techniques, and just learning how to apply those to other things. And I moved out to LA, and then I was able to go and buy ingredients and actually cook stuff for myself and my roommates. I was an asset to just me and them, rather than buying fast food every day and having it delivered for $35 or something like that. But I can make 4 meals for $35 rather than having food delivered. It's getting harder now because I'm so busy, because I've been defaulting to doing more delivery and having meal prep and meal plans and things like that, working out. But I really would like to cook more. Yeah, I love cooking.
What social media links can people find you at?
Oh man, you can find me on Twitter. My handle is I'm Mr. Transistor, and you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/alphaanarchy. And that's really all I use. I'm on YouTube. You can Google me and find a lot of this stuff too. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at on the internet.
So are you cooking us all food after the convention?
I will be face down in my pillow after the convention.
Well,
I would love to cook you guys something eventually, though.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome, guys. Thank you so much for
Until
having me.
next time.
Appreciate it.
Bye.